Hello everyone, today we're looking at the 2021 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Now here's your key fob. It is your very outdated Toyota key fob with your 3 buttons, lock, unlock, and panic. Very typical Toyota old-fashioned key. No keyless entry is available on this Tacoma, unfortunately. Very unique door panels, and as you can see, it does have a black cloth interior with your side steps to help you get on. Now let's go ahead and start it up. Let's take your key fob, insert it into the ignition, and just twist it to start. Beautiful sound from that 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. Now here are your gauges. They're your pretty typical Tacoma gauges. As you can see, you do get a 4-spoke leather wrapped steering wheel. Your very typical Toyota gear shifter, 8-speed automatic transmission with your sport mode and manual shiftability. Unlike any modern car, when placed into reverse, of course, you get a backup camera, a trajectory. It does not turn when you turn the steering wheel. And I have to say, this backup camera is actually of reasonably high quality. You have all your steering mounted controls right here to interact with your display right here and the infotainment. Go to different menus, time on to rest, your trip distance, fuel economy, and speedometer. As you can see, this Tacoma does have 4,930 miles on it. All of your menus right here, lane departure assist, all of your safety things. Your 2 circle-shaped air vents, and your infotainment system that is not bad. It's not a bad infotainment system like the Car 17 says, oh no, it's bad. No, this is a nice, crisp infotainment system. It's very crisp, as you can see. It's very easy to use. There isn't any lag. Of course, it's not going to be like a BMW infotainment system or a Mercedes infotainment system. It's all fancy. You don't have the iDrive or the MBUX. No. This is just a Toyota infotainment. It's very nice and simple to use. You can see your registered devices, your apps are right here, infotainment, communications. You can have Wi-Fi if you want. You have your Bluetooth, as well as eco, your information about the vehicle, like let's say your fuel economy and stuff like that. You also have your setup with all of your settings, Bluetooth, general, phone, voice, vehicle, Wi-Fi, all your settings. Do you like how Toyota implemented the physical buttons on the infotainment system? I just find it very confusing. Why some auto manufacturers don't put physical buttons? It's like, why? Put physical buttons. It'll be so much more pleasant to interact with the infotainment system. Your dual zone climate control, I have to say, the screen is pretty outdated. The buttons and knobs look outdated because they are. Definitely Toyota should update their temperature display screen and their knobs for the Tacoma. You have your rear window defroster, ECT off, and right here, if you push down, not pull, push down right here, and the rear window will open, just in case if you want to put anything back there on the highway while going 70 miles an hour. USB port, 12-volt power outlet. I wish there was more connectivity in this vehicle though. 2 USB ports instead of a 12-volt would be better. Cover space, 2 cup holders, gear shifter. Once again, 8-speed automatic with manual shiftability in sport mode. Now, to be honest, I'm not a fan of these shifters that Toyota has. Like those shifters when you have to move it to the right and then to the left and then to the right and then down and it clunks and it's too much. I wish it would just put either a shifter that goes from park to drive instantly or an electronic one. It would be so much more pleasant than going like through all the gears. Like my grandma's old Corolla actually had a gear shifter similar to this one, but this was more smooth instead of clunky, but it's still kind of clunky. Manual handbrake, 1 cup holder, and a little cubby space. And you also have your center console. It's pretty small actually. The seats are pretty supportive, and here's your glove box with your owner's manual. Your auto dimming rear view mirror, compass, your lights, SOS button, and sunglasses holder, which I found quite difficult to close. Your sun visor right here, it does slide, which is great because when the sun's shining from the west directly in your face, it's not pleasant, so you want to block the sun out sometimes. Your traction control button, as well as your auto high beams. And also for the main cabin of the Tacoma, I know you must be like, this is so basic. Wow, Toyota has really done a horrible job with the interior. You might be thinking that, but I'd say they didn't do a bad job with the interior when it first debuted it, of course. When the Tacoma got redesigned, it was a great interior. But for 2021, I feel like this interior is very outdated. But it isn't bad though. I'm not a fan of the red stitching on the door panels, to be honest with you guys. As you can see, the seats land over the B-pillar, and I have an okay amount of room back here. It's not the best. I mean, I can fit, but Toyota should have added more room back here. 2 cup holders. No armrest, unfortunately. Since this is the SR5 trim, you don't get as many luxuries as you do in a higher trim, such as a TRD Pro. That is to be expected, of course. So here's what it looks like from the rear seats. Your light up here. And for some reason, I cannot get the door open, so I'm just gonna have to show you guys like this. So, as you can see, there is plenty of room back here to haul lots of items. You can put a lot of wood in there. You can put a lot of, I don't know, I think you can easily fit a small washing machine. I don't know, you can fit many items in there. But if you need even more cargo capacity, which is what a lot of people need, you can go for the Tundra or an F-150, since the Tundra is very outdated. Let's go ahead and take a quick exterior walk around by turning on our headlights and hazards. I really like this exterior color. Your wheels are right here. Very nice rims. And I believe these headlights are modified, because I don't think a base SR5 Tacoma will have these cool headlights. So I think those have been modified. And it actually looks really cool. I believe they are LEDs. I believe back here the headlights are stock. Gas flap right there. And overall, I think this truck is a great truck. It's reliable. It has lots of room. It's comfortable. It has a decent touchscreen. But there's a huge problem. A huge issue. Which isn't the worst issue, but it's kind of bad. The fact that it's extremely outdated. Like, Toyota hasn't redesigned this truck in ages, and I feel like the design is starting to age. It aged well, but it's showing its age, definitely, especially now in 2021. At least now in 2021 when this video was made. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of the 2021 Toyota Tacoma SR5. A rather basic truck, but very dependable. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.